What up, Sandile? Sandile Jaja in the chat. What's up, my brother? Our syndicate, the CEO of Lick Your Speakers Records. Silizo.
What's good, brother?
Sharp. Ish, rock humbled you, ne?
Are we on air already?
Yes, we are. I've been on
air. But man, I've never been so humbled in my life.
My man, I mean, you've been organizing all these shows and you've been working a lot with white people, with bands, you know, for corporate events, you know, things were done properly. And you never used to struggle. So this guy, have you spoken to him after this?
Well, he called me after I told him, you know, because I decided with him, no man, enough is enough. We've seen enough of this bullying, enough of these tactics that these amapiano artists and others display.
Yeah.
I decided, there was enough. There's no way that you can be treated like trash.
Yeah.
And have no recourse whatsoever. But thank goodness in the day and age of social media, we have voices, and there are many other people like us who have experienced, such treatment, and he called me and the first thing he said was, do you know that we can sue you? Yeah. His first call was not to say, bro, actually, I see where I went wrong, but to tell me that he can sue me.
Sue you for what? Because this is not defamation of character.
This is definitely not defamation of character. I said to him, look, go ahead, knock yourself out. He said to me, tell me where I went wrong. I said to him, look, bro, if I have to school you now and tell you where you went wrong, then you've got a bigger problem on your hands. You've got a much bigger problem on your hands because this thing is very simple, my brother.
Because clearly he doesn't see anything wrong.
No, he doesn't. And a lot of people don't see it either. A lot of people still think this is about negotiation. They think I'm playing games. Like, when have you known me to play games about bookings? I mean, come on, bro. Especially I'm representing a client. Come on, it's not my money; it's the client's money.
And I mean, I could see the conversation on WhatsApp. I mean, you came, introduced yourself, this is what I need. I mean, like any other booking would go. Like you, as a manager, you need to respect anyone who gets in touch with you about any booking. You'll 100%. Never know who, you know what I mean?
You don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that simple. I spoke to him a while ago. Also, just after struggling to get a hold of management, Boohle, there were two numbers. I don't know who's who. Sometimes you speak to a person thinking that's the manager, and that's the old manager, and then your money is gone. You know what I mean? So it's tricky. It's a dicey industry, very dodgy at that. You know what I mean? On top of the disrespect that a lot of people experience, just like I did. And the conversation was good for the most part. Save for him not responding in time. And then, Chiggy, a couple of days ago, this is what happens. I'm like, no, man. Bro, there's no way you're going to talk to me like that. I get better treatment buying a Streetwise 2 on Uber Eats, and they deliver it to my house, $50. If I'm going to be spending 80 grand,
imagine.
You better tell me why we've gone from 30 grand to 80 grand. I just want to know. Anybody wants to know that.
Also, tell me your name. Who I'm talking to. I'm going to give you 80,000. Like, just tell me your name.
Simple.
If you lose 80,000, but okay, see, who did you give the 80,000 to? You don't even know.
Oh, man, I am too seasoned in this game to be playing around with money like that. I want to know who I'm talking to. I want to know their last name. I want to know the name of the company. I want to know who I'm invoicing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not playing that game, bro. I'm not playing that game. You know, because since my story came out, a lot of other stories came out, also came to the front where people were saying, "Hey, I've lost 85 grand
I saw.
through Banban. I lost 85, however much, got my Puma, this and that." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people have no recourse. They don't know what to do. I've been in the game, bro. I'm in the game. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm dealing with. It's a simple thing. Tell me why we've just gone from 30 grand to 80 grand. That's all I want to know. Cool. You can't explain that. Come on, bro. Come on. If you can't explain that, then we're in trouble.
And
we're in trouble. And I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a groupie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm here to render a service for a client of mine on behalf of a client.
So what do you say to the client? What do you say to the client who just wants Boohle? Because now we know the problem is the rock.
You know, lucky enough, my client is a no-nonsense client as well. You know, I told her this conversation. She says, no, cut her out. Cut her out immediately, because we're not going to take kindly to disrespect.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. We will not be treated like we are fans, like we are groupies. You know, Sibatala singers, you know, honestly. You know, it's that simple, man, you know, and you know, just people are lacking the ability to communicate, to negotiate, to resolve conflict and be discreet, you know, manage relationships, you know, and a whole bunch of other things that managers should be doing.
Do you think maybe the other problem lies with the manager just looking out for themselves? Because obviously the 80K, I'm sure maybe Boohle wants 70 or 60K. Maybe
I don't know, Jawz. You know, I don't want to assume here, but it raises questions. How did we go from 30,000? In fact, when he first quoted me 30,000, I'll tell you this, Jawz, I was taken aback. I said to myself, wow, 30 grand for Boohle. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, that's something new. I was like, okay, I want to book an ASAP, you know, but unfortunately the event was postponed. That's why it's taken so long.
Yeah.
The event was postponed. It was supposed to happen in April and then postponed to September.
Yeah.
So how do we jump from 30 to 80? You know, at least explain it to me. Okay, live. It's peak season. We're in peak season right now, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Don't give me attitude. Don't, because now as an everyday person, when you go to the shops, get to the shops, and a product costs a certain amount, and then you go back tomorrow, and triple that. You ask yourself how, why? You know, you want to know why. You're not fighting. You want to know why. And they'll explain it to you. Which, this is what just happened. The cost of petrol just went up. The Strait of Hormuz, you know, they're dollaring what they must over there. You know what I mean? So therefore, the price has gone up.
Yeah.
So and you're like, okay, I get that. Cool. Can we negotiate the 80 grand? That's how the conversation should have gone.
Yeah.
That's how exactly.
Simple.
Not tell me, Gucci, why am I crying? I've never even booked you before. What's your name? My name is Boohle's manager. Do you want to book Boohle or do you want to know me? Bro.
Hey, he was throwing some fire bombs, that guy. Yo. That guy doesn't.
I had no choice.
He doesn't
I'm sorry,
care.
I had no choice. But this was a teachable moment. And what Boohle does next, you know, she's already missed out on 24 hours. Yeah. What she should have done immediately was, because she was tagged in that post, was she should have immediately hit me up and said, Clive, la. Or responded, said something to kind of, you know,
to
what I mean,
remedy the situation. Yeah.
Manage it. But yeah, she's clearly surrounded by people who are inept, people who are arrogant, and I'll say this, you know, I'll put my neck on the line. She's part of the problem. She's part of the problem because, you know, you as a business owner, as the brand, you're ultimately responsible for who is around you.
Yeah.
It's on you. Yeah. It's your brand. You can't blame anybody else. You know? So, you know, I'll tell you this, it's not just me who suffered at the hands of this guy.
Yeah, no. It's been happening. It's been happening. A lot of people have suffered.
Yeah, and they thrive in silence, right? When we keep quiet, that's where they do the most.
Yeah, so
that's what that's why I said to myself, I'm not going to keep quiet because I know this is probably happening to thousands of other people.
So the lawsuit is to shut you up.
What lawsuit? There's no lawsuit.
The lawsuit is coming.
Lawsuit is okay. It doesn't even know it's a lawsuit. No, bro, I'm going to again. I mean,
I wonder what you're getting sued for, like for speaking your mind, for complaining, for
posting what he said.
So you're basically a customer complaining. So now you're getting sued for complaining.
Yeah. Wow. And I'm gonna create a young. I'll elaborate on it even further. Wow. Because there were people who were sent by them to kind of fight me on this one, and it's impossible, man. It's a landslide. Everyone is saying, majority of the people are saying the same thing. It's just people who know, people that matter are saying the same thing. People who have been in the management space for decades, artists who've been in the space for decades, they are all reiterating the same thing. So I can't be listening to Chabu from wherever, who's never been in the industry, who does not know how professionalism in our industry works or any other industry works. I can't be arguing with that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a teachable moment, man. It really is. And, it's time that Nati stood our ground and just said, you know what, enough is enough.
Yeah.
The disrespect is enough, bro. We're paying 80 grand to book you. And, and she's not the only artist that we're booking for this event, by the way. She's not.
Yeah.
And people that know me, they know I've called around, I've called Java, I've called, I don't want to expose more, but I've called a few other people, to get their rates, because this is what client wants. Client wants these people, But yeah, it is what it is, bro.
It's the game, some of them will respect the game, some of them are not going to respect the game. So, hey, like, they've got themselves to blame.
You are not on top forever. That's the biggest mistake that I ever made in my youth. I thought that I was bigger than the platform. I thought I was there forever.
Yeah.
My man, when things dried up, Jesus.
Yeah.
You know that, Jawz. We've hit rock bottom many times.
I know.
So
you must respect the game, dog.
Yes. Because there's another Boohle that's gonna come up after her. There's another Boohle waiting. And suddenly you are not the in thing anymore. And you're thinking about that 80 grand, that gig that you fumbled.
Yeah.
The people that you were rude to.
That was going to open other 80 grand gigs for you.
But brother, I'm telling you, the kind of clients that I represent, again now,
yeah.
The kind of clients that I represent, that's some of the biggest clients out there, bro. I represent corporates. I speak on behalf of corporates, on behalf of big banks. So this thing, Jay, what you like in Yana, bro, come on. Come on.
No, nice ones, Clive, man.
Salute, bro. Thank you for the platform, Jawz.
How the celebrations going? Hey, Konjeke birthday month, I fail.
Bro, I'm on Corenza C right now. I'm trying to fix myself for the weekend.
Yo, Sunday we're in Rosebank, ne?
No.
Is it on Sunday?
On the 31st.
Oh, 31st.
On the 31st,
that's
man.
Next week. Next week.
Yes, we're doing something very chill, something very below the line. But June 13th, we are also at Soweto, and there's an all boom bap, all hip hop experience, man.
That one is gonna bob. Yo,
salute, Jawz.
Have you realized hip hop bobs different in winter?
I'm telling you, my friend. I'm telling you. They're on.
It claps different in winter. All right, man. Check you on the flip side, live.
Salute.
Hola. Yo. Lawsuits coming. Ntlantla Fish, what up? Stabile, Tawai Fire. How are you? Yeah, I hope everyone is all right. Yeah, you just heard it from Clive. That's how it went down. And the next steps are yet to be seen. All right, before we leave, come on, guys. I don't know when this happened.
I'll see you at Emperor's, guys. Dr. Tiffany Mashilenkosi, Dr. Caesar Ngasana, 30th of May, Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, Emperor's Palace. Tickets are going on sale on Monday. Launching my brand new book, Brick by Brick.
Arihani, brick by brick, Arihani, Mari. When did we get Difaka? When did Spoo get Difaka? Heaven. Like, people are training. Come on Rao while we are sleeping. One thing I can tell you, we will never hear the end of this one. We are never going to hear the end of this one. Who khwatlile o mo wrong? Who khwatlile o mo wrong? A wrong person got muscles now. You are not going to hear the end of this one. He'll be, yo. You're busy eating quarter, my man. Real men are busy lifting weights. Real men are busy lifting weights. A real man must show with the size of a chest. A real man must have a big chest. The chest represents the money that you're gonna be making in the next few years. This is what we call money chest. Yo, Khwatlile Omo wrong. Shout out Buddha. The guy was working out behind the scene. And he decided, today I'm going to launch myself. Launcher. Yes, the video is about the launch of the book, but also the launch of the chest. Shout out Buddha, man. Yo, after seeing this yesterday, it was so cold this morning. I didn't want to go to my boxing class, but when I saw this, I'm like, this actually gave me motivation for today's class. And it was so cold in the morning, but I was like, you know what? I am going. Whenever you don't feel like showing up, show up. You'll thank yourself when you get back. You are getting closer to your dreams bit by bit.